And that's how I look at it. What makes him get more respect than me? You my next door neighbor, you know what I tell him? You got yours from your family. I got mine from the ground up, from hard work and dedication.
Floyd Mayweather is one of the greatest ever. He's a brilliant defensive fighter. His speed, his boxing savvy. He's just a savant. He's just something special, no question about it. But I gotta look at the Sugar Ray Leonards of the world.
Floyd's way is safe. Not in a punk, but it's like the safe way, like nothing ain't gonna go wrong. But that's how he fight. That's his characteristic.
Floyd Mayweather fired back after Stephen A. Smith questioned his legacy, suggesting that Terence Crawford could beat him. Smith argued that Mayweather isn't the greatest fighter of all time, despite Floyd's claims, and said Sugar Ray Leonard was on another level. He also claimed Mayweather's biggest wins came at lightweight and that he didn't dominate as much in higher weight classes. Smith went further, saying Floyd's win over Canelo Alvarez wasn't that impressive, comments that clearly struck a nerve, with Mayweather refusing to let the criticism go unanswered.
It's not just about your skill set. It's who you do it against.
Your level of competition. Is it possible that he's so far beyond his level of competition that he made it look easy?
Well, I think he did as a lightweight. When he went up to the welterweight division, not so much. You know what I'm saying? Now, if
taking out Canelo the way he took out.
Well, he just gave him a boxing lesson, but Canelo was 22 years old. See, I remember
That's an excuse, though. I don't like this, like he's 22, he's too young.
I will tell you this. Well, you know, you do have to take that into consideration.
The guy had 100 fights.
Well, let me explain.
22.
You have to take that into consideration when boxing is the issue. Now, if he got knocked on his ass, that's different. But when he simply got schooled, when you swinging a punch and Floyd is tapping you on your shoulder saying, I'm behind you, that's a problem. You understand what I'm saying? That's just a skill, like, you know,
Well, we could credit Floyd with that.
Of course, I am crediting. I'm saying he's a brilliant boxer. You know, Floyd knew how to move before you even threw the damn punch. You see what I'm saying? You got to be a veteran to know how to overcome that. You can't put a novice into the ring with Floyd Money Mayweather. You understand? He's going to school you. What I'm saying to you is that if you want to make an argument on Floyd Money Mayweather's half, which I'm not summarily dismissing, I would tell you it's this. Floyd Money Mayweather was undefeated for the last half of his career with one hand. He constantly broke his hand. He constantly broke his hand.
Daoud Bey offered a thoughtful breakdown of the Floyd Mayweather versus Terence Crawford debate following Crawford's big win over Canelo Alvarez. While Bey admitted that, as a fan, he might lean slightly toward Crawford in a fantasy matchup, he stressed the importance of keeping things in perspective. Crawford's victory over Canelo was nothing short of remarkable, and many were quick to call it greater than anything Mayweather ever did. But Bey reminded everyone that Floyd had already beaten Canelo years earlier, and did so at a time when Canelo was still developing as a fighter. According to Bey, it's unfair to dismiss Mayweather's legacy just because of Crawford's recent success. Both fighters achieved greatness in their own ways, and the truth lies somewhere in the middle. Crawford deserves full credit for the way he handled Canelo, but Mayweather's dominance in their matchup was just as historic and deserves equal respect.
That Bud goes about it a little bit better than Floyd in this sense. Floyd will, like, when Floyd fought Canelo, he was standing right there. He wasn't running and all of that. He wasn't doing all of the stuff that they say, oh, runner, Mayweather's a runner. He wasn't doing that versus Canelo. He was right there. And I can't even really remember Canelo catching him like that, like with nothing. With Bud, I could remember Canelo catching Bud a couple times, but Bud, like, gave him the, all right, put your foot out, what's up? Boxing turn, boxing turn, boxing turn. Like, and was like really standing there and like giving it to him with another type of energy. It was, the energy is more so like, all right, what's up? Like, you can't beat me. Floyd energy be like, bop, bop, I'm better than you. You see what I'm saying? They don't really be respecting that all the time. They'll acknowledge it like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, he hard to catch. But they be like, nah, you didn't beat me up. Bud go about his fights in a way where as though the Mexican fan base gotta be like, I ain't gonna lie, Canelo, he hollered at you. Like, he came at you too. He didn't just be better than you. He was better, and then he was like, all right, I'm gonna come at you. And I think they really respect that. Shit, I respect it. I don't think it's not, I think the less you get hit, the better. I'm always gonna take it that way. So, you know what I'm saying? As a boxing fan, the kind of boxing fan that I am, I would have leaned towards Floyd's performance, but Bud's performance was like If I'm a casual fan, I'd rather watch the way Bud do it.
Trainer Busi Ennis spoke with passion about Terence Crawford's place in boxing. Responding to critics, he argued that Crawford has repeatedly proven himself as one of the greatest of his era. Ennis highlighted Crawford's willingness to take on tough challenges, noting that he never shied away from dangerous opponents. In Ennis's view, Crawford performs at his best when the stakes are high, and that sets him apart from many fighters today. By constantly testing himself against top competition, Crawford has secured his spot among boxing's elite. Ennis emphasized that it's time to stop downplaying Crawford's accomplishments and start recognizing him as one of the most versatile, daring, and successful fighters the sport has ever seen.
I think he could have got the stoppage. He'll tell you that if he had to sit down a little bit more. But I tell you, Terence can fight and he can box. And he can fight. He'll fight this side. He take chances, man. You know what I mean? And that's how you be great, man. And he one of the greatest out there now. I think he's great. I think he's the best out there right now in that division. You know what I mean?
What's left?
For Terence?
Yeah.
If I was Terence, I would retire. That's what I would do. He did everything, man. He done everything, man. You know what I mean? He don't have any titles he don't want. All that stuff, you know what I mean? I think I'll go off one in the sunset, man. You know what I mean? He don't need no more money. You know what I mean?